Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Sorry, I'm laughing before I even start because my chair keeps making this horrible I don't know whether you pick it up, but that's not me, that is the chair. So today it's one of my subscriptions. It's TOYL, which stands for Time of Your Life, and this is the August 2024 box. So this one's designed for women over 40. It's a monthly subscription. It costs £39.99 including delivery, but you can cancel at any time, and there's also an option to pause. They'll preview the next month's box on the 18th of the previous month. If you want to pause or cancel after seeing what's in there, you can do that as long as it's before 6 p.m. on the 19th, so the following day. You can also buy this box as a one-off without having to subscribe, but it will cost you more. It will be £10 more at £49.99, but again that includes delivery. So this month's box is worth over £174 and it's called the Fine Line Fix Beauty Box. You always get a leaflet, lots of info on the products including individual pricing. So let's get on and see what's in here. There's 4 things in here this time. So the first product is by Murad and it's the Targeted Wrinkle Corrector. This is 15 mils with an RRP of £79. TOYL says this is a gold standard product for fine lines. It can instantly reduce their appearance and works long term to increase elastin in the skin. I've got a frog in my throat. I normally get this in the spring, don't I? But for some reason, I think it might be something to do with hay fever. So I'm going to have to pause like about 10 times, I think, to take water. First one being now. I'll be back in a sec. Right, hopefully that's worked for at least a couple of minutes. So the hyaluronic acid and squalene both add moisture and softness to the skin as a preventative, future-proofing against new lines forming. The brand says this proven wrinkle fix instantly fills and blurs deep-set etched-in lines and creases so they're practically undetectable. To use it, you apply to clean, dry skin, gently squeeze the product out and tap into the wrinkle from the metal side. If needed, use your ring finger to gently tap in. Don't rub it in. Let it dry. If you're using during the day, follow with your favourite serum, moisturiser and SPF. So basically it's kind of the first product you use after I cleansed and toned first of all and then used this. So I've actually had this before and it was with TOYL, I think. I'm saying that, I'm doubting myself now, even though I looked it up only about half an hour ago. And it was about November 2022 that I had it. So I can remember it quite well because it's one of those products you don't kind of forget once you've had it. It's an interesting one, you see. It's got this little, so this pulls off and then it's got this little metal applicator, but the product squeezes out from the top there. So I'll just show you. So, I mean, the way that you try and do it is to get it to fall over the metal, but it doesn't seem to work for me like that. So it comes out like that and then you just tap it in with the metal. It's not really anything to show you on my hand. I suppose I could find a wrinkle somewhere, but and then you let it dry. So don't rub it in, they say. Just let it dry and then apply your sort of skincare products, which I did do. Now, when I had this previously, I actually ended up using it as a part of my nighttime routine because the only issue that I've got with it really is that it doesn't seem to work with makeup on top of it. And I have tried it out today to see if it would. So the lines I want to use it on are the ones around my mouth mainly. I've got loads of lines. I know I've got forehead lines. I've got expression lines all over the place. But the ones I hate the most probably are my mouth lines. Those little vertical ones above my lip, and I don't know whether you can see them. Don't like them. So that's what I'm going to use it on at night time. I did put it on today before makeup because I thought I'll see if it does work under makeup. I remember last time it didn't for me. It worked great under skincare, so I put it on. You can see them. They don't disappear, but they do sort of blur. They lessen. They're not quite as deep looking. Skincare was fine over it, but I sort of pressed all my skincare in. So I put a vitamin C product in, pressed it in, put another product in here as my moisturiser, pressed it in. That all worked fine. And even with my primer, I pressed that in and that was fine. But when I came to add my a Borean Colour Correct Red, which I do need in this area, it went a bit funny. It looked a bit like curdled, you know, when you curdle your cake mixture, it all curdled up together. So I sort of took it off at that point. Having said that, they don't actually mention it, put it under makeup in the description, so maybe they know it doesn't quite go with makeup. I don't know, it depends what makeup you use, I guess, but for me it's a no under makeup. However, it didn't sort of go too bad here because I didn't use the colour corrector here, so I did put it on here, but I did then use a brush to put my foundation on, so I'm not sure, it doesn't look as good as it did look when I first put it on. Did kind of blur away the lines. So I think it's a brilliant product for if you're quite comfortable going around with no makeup, if you're on holiday or something like that. Unfortunately for me, I do need my makeup these days. Well, I feel more confident and comfortable with makeup on, so it's not the best one for me. Could be the products that I use over the top, I don't know, but I remember last time I had it, I had the same issue. However, I will be using it as part of my nighttime skincare routine, which is what I did last time. Right, the next product is by a brand I've just mentioned, actually, by Borean Skin Therapy, and it's the Multi-Perfecting Night Oil Serum. So this is 30 ml with an RRP of £52. TOYL says Korean skincare brand Borean is a master at using plants to create incredibly active products. With 17 active botanicals in this bottle, it's a multifunctioning oil that is at its very best. And the brand says this product has been clinically tested under the supervision of an independent dermatologist. It's also been approved by a panel of testers made up of people with all skin types. As shown by the clinical study, it visibly improves 7 aspects of the skin, including skin's texture, complexion evenness, luminosity, fine lines and wrinkles, plumpness, nutrition and suppleness. So with this one, you shake the bottle before each use to mix the 2 phases. So it's important to remember to do that. It's the sort of thing I always forget to do, but I did remember last night when I used it. I've only used it once. I got this box about a week ago, so I was intending to use it all week, but it's been one of those weeks where I've been distracted, so I haven't used it until last night. There you go. It's a lovely box. That looks quite red here. I don't know, it looks browny on the screen, but to me it looks red. You can see, actually, I don't know whether you can almost see a divide in layers between this one. There's like a kind of a layer there, I think, unless my eyes are playing me up. They're not, no. So there's a layer here and then a layer here, which I guess is why you have to shake it. So then you empty the dropper first and then fill it again. I guess if you've used it previously, the product inside may have separated in the dropper. Put a few drops into the palm of your hand or directly onto your face, then pat it in gently. So I had a go last night. Now, I am not a fan of oils. Normally, if I use an oil, I'll get a spot. It's just one of those things. So partly that was what was putting me off using it, actually, because I thought I don't want to get a load of spots. So I used it last night and it was really nice to use. It didn't feel oily. It felt more sort of, you know, that glycerin kind of texture to it. It felt more like that. So I'm going to show you what it's like. So I'll give it a bit of a shake to hopefully put those 2 layers together. Empty the dropper. Yeah, it looks more one layered now. Sorry, I'm putting my hand in front of my face. I'm not doing very well here. That's what it looks like in the dropper. Yeah, it doesn't feel oily at all. Maybe very, very slightly. But it feels super, super smooth and nice. I didn't get a spot, so that's good news. And I looked at my face before I used this last night. I was a bit taken aback when I looked in the mirror. It was late at night and it was an electric light, but I looked a bit, I don't know, just not great. I didn't have makeup on, so that's probably one explanation. I looked a bit drawn, a little bit haggard and drawn, you know, just not great. So I put that on, and when I looked at myself this morning, now it was in daylight, by the time I looked at myself, my skin looked a lot better. So I don't know, I'm going to keep trying this one out. I thought I was going to give it away because I don't like oils, but as you can see by my hand as well, it's not oily oil, that sort of slippy, yucky stuff. So I'm going to give that a go. I like Arborian, I like other products that they've got. As I mentioned before, their Colour Correct Red, Colour Correct item product is one of my favourites. Okay, the next item is by Arborian again. It's the red pepper pulp. So this is 5 mils with an RRP of £4.60. So it's only a little, I guess, a little try out size, isn't it? Karen from TOYL, so she's the founder of TOYL, she says, what a fabulous name. And I've got images of pulped veg coming out of the tube, but clearly that's not right. Arborian uses capsicum in this product for its energising and antioxidant properties, which we know helps battle those fine lines. And the brand says they've developed their red pepper extract from the pulp of the fruit, making it gentle on the skin and powerful on radiance. The fresh gel cream texture melts on the skin and immediately helps to plump it with moisture. Apply to your face every day as your daily moisturiser. So I've tried this twice now, and I really like it. I haven't got a lot here, which is a shame, but it's a lovely, lovely product to use. So I'll use it on top. Nice little pale, pinky, orangey, peachy colour. And it's got that lovely soft feel to it. It's almost like a primer feel to it. Gorgeous. There is a smell to this one. I think it's this, or is it the oil? Do you know? I'm not sure now. Let's try it. I don't want to waste this, but let's try it on this hand and just see. Yeah, it is this one. It's got a nice smell as well. Fruity, lovely. So I like it a lot, and I'm wearing it today under my makeup. Obviously, the majority of my makeup, I didn't use the Murad product on the majority of my face, rather. So you can see that it's gone under makeup really well. Okay, the next product is, now I think you say this, Juvify. I'm going to have to break again for water. I'm so apologetic about this, but it might happen a few more times. I honestly don't know what's going on there. I nearly lost my voice, and I think I'm going to, so I'm going to have to get a move on. So this is Juvify. I think it says on their website that's how you pronounce it. Collagen supplements. There are 15 of these in the pack. It's got an RRP of £39. It's going to get all little finger marks on it now. The brand says the collagen used in this product has undergone rigorous evaluation through 13 clinical trials to establish its effectiveness. These trials included bioavailability trials and randomized double-blind placebo-controlled human clinical trials for beauty. Wow. With results concluding that the collagen helped to reduce visible signs of aging. In addition to the collagen, the formulation also incorporates a carefully selected blend of vitamins and hyaluronic acid strategically chosen to further augment the overall benefits for skin health when taken as a daily supplement. Use 1 sachet per day, either direct from the sachet. You can have it either direct from the sachet, mixed with water, or from one of your favourite recipes, which can be found on their website. So I did have a look on the website. They said to mix it with water, hot water. You can have it on its own, as they said, put it in yogurt, make smoothies, that sort of thing. And that also, if you do like the look of this one, or you've had the box and you like it, you can use TOYL15 to get 15% off your first purchase of a single box, or of 15, or your first subscription with them. So I haven't had a go with this yet. I've been meaning to try it all week. I am rubbish at taking supplements. But I do really want to try and take collagen, because I think that is one of the things that I'm noticing most about the changes in my skin at the moment. And I think on the other side of the menopause finally. So it is going to start to affect me. And I really want to start trying to take it and see if it does make a difference, because people seem to think it really does. I've got to try and get it into my routine. I just don't know how. I've tried alarms, by the way. every single day this week I've tried an alarm and I've just stopped the alarm and not taken the supplement because I was doing something else. Anyway, if you can think of any other ways to make me take it, please let me know. Cautions on supplements, as always: if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, if you're taking medicine, if you're under medical supervision, always check with your GP before you take a supplement. So I haven't actually looked inside. I've opened it, I've ripped the box whilst opening it, but I haven't looked inside to see what they look like. So let's have a go. I can't open it now. Oh, okay. So they're little interesting little things. Ooh, okay. Is it liquid then? I was expecting a powder, although I was thinking I don't know how you'd take it straight from there if it's powder. So look at this. Now I have got a glass of water here. So what I'm going to do, I don't know whether it's enough water. I haven't put much in there. I'm going to pour this into here if it pours. I think I need scissors. No, do I? No. Yes, I think I do. I'll have a go like this and see what happens. Ooh. As you can probably see, it's sort of like a little yellowy colour. Oh, it's going in. It's going in. Now, there is supposed to be a flavour to this. Did they say what it was? I can't remember. I might pause while I do this because it's going to be a bit boring otherwise. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so it's blood orange, ginger and raspberry with sweeteners. So let's have a go. Do you know what? It smells like another supplement that I've had before. So let's give it a go. Actually, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad at all. I could easily have that as a drink each day. So I've just got to remember how to do it. What I might do is, because normally my routine, if I'm working, I think I'm being called, but normally my routine if I'm working is to get up, do a bit of meditation, do a bit of exercise, get some water, start work. So I might just slot that in somewhere along there. But yeah, I think I can maybe manage that one. And there's 15, so that'll be 15 days. Whether there'll be a noticeable difference after that long, I really don't know. But I'll give it a go. Very happy with that, actually. It's much nicer than I thought it would be. So there you go. That's the end of the box. What do you think? So the Murad item had before. I think it's okay as part of my skincare routine, but I wish it would just sort of work a bit more under the makeup that I use. It might be fine under whatever you use. I don't know. The oil, the Arborian nighttime oil, I'm really liking that. It feels so nice on the skin. It's not too oily. I think I can definitely use this, which is good. And then their little red pepper pulp moisturizer. Be nice if it was a bigger size because I really like that one. And finally, of course, the supplements, which I'm really going to give that a go. I'm going to try my hardest to use those. So, like that box, other boxes, beauty boxes. Okay, latest in beauty had a box out. I think it was a week Thursday, so a week ago, called the Luxe Travel Kit. Now, when that came out, I could swear it was about £64. There was a code to use, which was LTK 10, which I think brought it down a bit, but then you had to add delivery on top. If you're a Live Pro subscriber, I'm guessing you get that free, but I'm not, so I didn't. And it took it to just above 60, and I really quite liked the look of it. There were some things in there I'd not had before, which is what I look for in a box, and some things that I had before and really liked. So it was something I wanted to try, but it took it to just over £60. And do you know what I thought? I just can't justify it at the moment with Advent calendar season upon us. So I left it. But then today, just before doing this video, I thought I'll check that it's still there so I can mention it if anyone's interested. £45 it's showing for. £45. So I thought, what's going on here? Is it different because I've looked on the laptop? So I went on my phone and no, it's £45. I tried the LTK10, it took it down, put the delivery back on, so it came out at just under £45 for me. I've gone and bought it. I'm so happy. I think I might have manifested it, you know, because yesterday was the 8th of the 8th, 2024, and if 2 times 4 is 8. So my friend who's very spiritual and into these sorts of things, I'm into them, I just don't know anything. But she sent me a text saying, oh, it's 888 today. It's something to do with manifest all your desires sort of thing. So, and I actually did think about this box yesterday, which is a bit sad really, isn't it? But that's what I'm like with beauty boxes. And I did think about this box and think, oh, I wish it was just a little bit cheaper. I would have got it. And it is. I don't understand. That's strange. That is strange. So yeah, I've ordered it. So I'm getting it next week. If it is still available next week, I'll probably do a video. If it ends up being sold out, I might still do one. It just depends on what else comes my way. So I haven't bought many beauty boxes. If it wasn't for that one that's coming now, I wouldn't have one to do next week because I just haven't bought anything. Boots had one that I really like the look of. I think it was something to do with Beauty Heroes or something like that, but that sold out. I was thinking, I was umming and ahhing about that, and I went to look at it earlier today and that looks like it's sold out. Advent calendar, I'm really excited about that. I want to get up. That's partly why I haven't got so many boxes, because I'm trying to save up money so that I can have a couple of really nice advent calendars this year, because I do love them so much. So if you see any that you think are absolutely amazing, please let me know. I'm probably going to possibly go for something like Harvey Nichols. I might go for ones I've had in the past, Space NK. I don't know, see what's going on out there and see which one I like. I always end up liking the ones, if they've got Kate Somerville goat milk cleanser in, for some reason I'm always drawn to that. I ended up with that in one last year. Okay, so beauty stuff, it's a bit slow at the moment, but hopefully it's going to pick up. The other thing that we've had in our lives recently is we're dog sitting for my in-laws' dog. They agreed a while back to dog sit for someone else while they went on holiday, and in the meantime they fostered a dog from one of the dogs' homes and fell in love with it and adopted it, and he is lovely. He's a spaniel, sort of like a red cocker type spaniel, I think. He's very cute and beautiful, but he is a bit of an interesting dog. He is. When they first got him, he didn't play with toys. He doesn't like squeaking toys. He was a bit funny with his eating, and he wouldn't take treats out your hand. He was very nervous of new people. If new people come into the house, he doesn't like it at all. But he's grown to know us. We've seen him a fair few times before he's actually come here now for 3 weeks, and he's lovely. He's fitting in well. They're missing him very much. They've got another dog to look after, obviously, who's lovely, but they are missing their little dog Archie. So we've got him, and I realised that one of the things I miss so much about Snowy is in the morning, because I talk a lot. I don't know whether you've noticed, but I do talk a lot, and I talk to myself a lot. And if you've got a dog next to you, or when I was younger, when I had a cat next to me, it's not so bad talking to yourself, because you can kind of talk to them. If you're on your own, I get a bit more sort of self-conscious about it, which sounds mad, but I do. But now he's there, I can talk to him, and he's quite happy to talk to me. And he's like Snowy in that he follows you around everywhere, which I really like. So yeah, that's lifted my mood quite considerably. I've got a week off work now, not to do anything specific. It was partly because we were having him. I wasn't sure how well he'd settle in, so I thought it best if I had a week off work to help. But he has settled in quite well, so I'm not sure what I'm doing this week, but lots of sorting. And I've decided I'm going to check out the advent calendars that are out there, and then sort of write down which ones I like, what's in them, a little bit, because I do like the surprise. I like knowing what's in them before I buy them, and then I like to try and forget what's in them. so I have the surprise when I open the doors, which usually does work, actually, funnily enough. Anyway, so that's what's happening at the moment. Nothing particularly exciting, although I think there's some more warm weather on the way, which is always nice, always lifts my mood. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully I'll be able to do another video again next week. The latest in beauty one. If it gets to me in time, it might not. If for some reason that's sold out and I don't have time to do all the typing, because the thing with the latest in beauty things, there's so many things in them, it probably doesn't seem like much me reading from here, but I have to sort of type it up and make it make sense to me as well. Copied most of that lot from TOYL, to be fair, because they're pretty good at writing, but sometimes I have to do it myself, and with latest in beauty I do, because there's no real description from them, so I have to work it all out myself. Try and make it short and sweet, which I'm really difficult. I find that the most difficult thing is to cut it down, but I might just do like what it is in a very brief description, and then I'll be able to do it better, I think. I love the people who do the advent calendar previews. I don't know how they get it done so quickly, but I'd be rubbish. Plus they probably know how to edit, and I still haven't worked that out after over 2 years. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely week. I hope you can try to manifest. My friend says, although it was yesterday the 888 thing, that it does work either side. So if there is something you want to manifest, just ask for it and see what happens. Let me know if it works. I'll send you a little boost of positive energy to help you get it. And if I try and put through, it's a little dog hair on me, sorry about that, still there. I think I might have actually nail polished that hair in. Nail polish. My nails are nice size as well at the moment. I'm really pleased with them. It does mean they're going to break any second now. When I get them to that nice size, always one of them is going to break. But I'm going to send you positive energy, hopefully some manifesting energy in there. If it worked for me, hopefully it will work for you as well. And sending you lots of love. And hopefully I'll see you back here very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.